frame was an agreement, a signed agreement, a consortium between Computer Vision Center, Universidad Autónoma de Barcelona, and Municipality of Sant Cugat. And we had two side agreements. One was the natural agreement between Municipality of Sant Cugat and the regional government of Barcelona, and then another signed agreement between the Association of Neighbors and the Computer Vision Center. In this governance model, we had three levels of decision making, in which we had first a strategic board that was meeting every year, then a committee for, let's say, technical decisions regarding the projects, and a day-by-day committee in which we had technical persons deciding the actions that were taken in a public library, because the Libra lab was in a public library in Sant Cugat. One of the objectives that we had when we created a small lab within a public library was to scale up the model. That means that we wanted to understand how that thing that was working partially or not working in some cases could be extrapolated to other libraries, public libraries in the network. So for us, this mechanism is not existing. So we had to create it. And we had to co-create it, as a matter of fact, with the network of the Diputació de Barcelona, which is a provincial network, a political institution with a completely different, let's say, political parties from the municipality. So we had to work with them in order to include the innovation processes and this mechanism to scale up within the institution of the Diputació de Barcelona, which is not easy at all, because they are not. This was not in their mission. So, for us, the answer to the question, how do we scale up, is how do we work with the scaling up actor, which is the network, in order to help them to create the instrument in order to allow local innovations to be translated to the rest of the network. And this was a process that took 5 years, from the inception to the implementation, the deployment of the new program, which also included integration of other stakeholders, including citizen science also as an element for spreading science and innovation with very relevant actors in Barcelona. And now we are in the final phase, third phase of the process, in which we are getting the know-how that we got in the 5-year pilot and developing into the network in a distributed living lab. I think that communication is one of the weak points in the communication instruments, both at internal and external communication. They should be present explicitly into the governance model, because in a multi-stakeholder initiative, if someone are taking or committing or communicating some action that needs another action, they have to have the legitimacy and also the acknowledgement that the message has been received. So it is not only an informative task. Communication is part of the flux of information regarding the state of the process.